Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, starring Richard Crane. In Out of This World, Chapter 1.
This is fantastically impossible. That's the planetoid Hermes, isn't it, Professor?
Yes, Mr. Secretary.
What's happening?
It's being pulled out of its orbit by some gigantic force.
What reason can there be? Hermes is barren and uninhabited.
When the attracting power is cut off, Hermes will go into free fall in outer space for eternity.
Could it happen to one of the inhabited planets of the United Worlds?
That's too frightening to even think about, Mr. Secretary. We'll see if we can make any sense out of it. These charts will tell everything known to us about sun systems beyond our own.
You think this overpowering force may come from outside of our system?
We'll have to start with that assumption. In the celestial calendar, this is the 302nd day. That places Hermes in this area. I saw it leave its orbit at 0500 celestial time. This was its exact position. It moved directly away from our sun. Now, a straight line may show what was pulling it away.
The planet Regalio in Alpha Centauri's system.
Yes, Hermes was heading directly for the planet Regalio in the Alpha Centauri system. Office of Space Affairs for you, Mr. Secretary.
Another strange incident. I'll explain on the way. Where is it, Marshal?
Right here, Mr. Secretary.
Is this part of the unidentified parachute?
It's all here, sir.
Professor, do you recognize the material?
Appears to be some sort of metal. It's unknown to me.
It was checked at the lab, sir. They couldn't identify it.
Perhaps we have visitors from outer space. Were any parachute landings reported?
No, Mr. Secretary. This parachute was washed ashore on the East Coast.
Order the field rangers to start an immediate search. There are strangers with us. We must find them. And Marshal, first contact Rocky Jones by astrophone.
Yes, sir.
The destruction of a planetoid and unknown arrivals on Earth. They may be related.
What's control, Cliff? Rocky Jones on Spaceship Silver Moon. Come in, Rocky Jones.
This is Rocky.
This is Space Headquarters. Stand by.
Rocky, this is Secretary Drake.
Oh, how are you, Mr. Secretary? We're on the return flight.
I hoped you were, but we need some information urgently, Rocky. It can't wait until your arrival here.
Rocky!
Rocky, are you there?
Emergency, sir. We'll contact later. Lena, Bobby, come forward.
A flying saucer, Rocky? Where's it from?
We'll find out. Spaceship Silver Moon to Flying Saucer. Come in. Come in, Flying Saucer. Bobby, secure. Missile approaching. Stand by to fire missiles. Next point is 5, 4, 3. Hold fire, Biff.
we follow it, Rocky?
That's an idea, Rocky.
Back to your stations.
We've never run away from anything before.
You too, Vina?
Oh, okay. Come along, Bobby.
This is Rocky Jones in the Silver Moon calling headquarters, Space Affairs. Come in, Secretary Drake.
Rocky?
We just sighted a flying saucer, sir. When we got within contact range, it fired a missile at us and then took off at great speed.
I was going to ask you about any alien spaceships you might have encountered when you cut off.
Shall we follow the flying saucer, sir?
No, Rocky. Return to headquarters.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. We'll land at approximately 1400 Earth time tomorrow.
We'll be looking for you. Out.
Very good, sir. Out.
The report is good, my Nizam. Our men have safely parachuted to the planet Earth.
Are you in contact with the men?
Yes, sir. Each man is equipped with a miniature telepulse.
Is it powerful enough to negotiate the great distance between here and the solar system?
Yes, my Nizam. They are powerful enough to reach to the ends of the universe if necessary.
Good. You will remain in the solar system until their mission is successfully completed.
As you command.
Rocky, Secretary Drake's usually here to meet us. Is anything wrong?
We'll soon find out.
I have a feeling all is not okay.
You mean okay, Bill?
Oh, you know what I mean when I don't say it correctly.
If you've picked up a lot of Bobby's talk since you came from Herculon.
Oh, Bobby's a good teacher, huh?
I'll report to Secretary Drake. You stand by at quarters.
You think maybe we'll get some fast action, Rocky?
I think maybe.
That's for me.
Mr. Secretary, Professor,
Rocky?
was something wrong, sir?
Yes, Rocky. I'll explain in a moment. It's nice to have you back.
Well, it's good to be home, sir. Even if it's only for a short time.
Perhaps shorter than you think.
Huh? We missed you on our flight, Professor.
I don't like to miss them, Rocky, but this time I'm glad I did.
Rocky, we're going to explain an assignment of greater scope than anything ever attempted.
That sounds like a challenge, sir.
There's a destructive magnetic force from outer space being directed against the United Worlds.
Well, that may explain the presence of the flying saucer we tried to intercept.
We can only guess, Rocky. I want you to listen to Professor Mayberry's explanation.
These charts will help us, Rocky.
Marshal? Hello, Rocky.
The outer boundaries of our solar system are close to that of the neighboring star, Alpha Centauri. In that system, Regalio is the planet nearest to us. Regalio has two moons, which at regular intervals are in this position, like a huge magnet, with one moon the positive pole, the other negative. The Regalians have undoubtedly discovered the secret of magnetic force, but it's possible that can only be used when the moons are in this position, and only at an object directly in line with Regalio, just as this magnet attracts metal that comes into its field.
How can they use it?
Secretary Drake and I saw the planetoid Hermes pulled out of its orbit by this tremendous magnetic force.
Well, can it be directed against Earth?
Yes, Rocky. In 30 days, Earth will be directly in line with Regalio's planetary magnet. Earth can then be pulled out of its orbit.
That gives us just 30 days to check Professor Mayberry's theory and to neutralize the magnet.
We've never attempted a space flight as far as Regalio.
And merely reaching that planet isn't the answer. The crew of a single spaceship would be helpless.
There isn't a space station near enough to operate from.
There is one planet that would serve, Herculon, which is ruled by Juliandra.
That might prove dangerous, Mr. Secretary.
On important matters in the past, Herculon has opposed United Worlds.
Our relations with Juliandra, the present ruler, are excellent.
Let's not forget that Juliandra's father, Babara, was always our bitter enemy.
Yes, I realize that some of the unfriendliness may still be left in Herculon, but it's a risk we must take because there's no alternative.
Juliandra's our friend, I'm sure. What are your orders, Mr. Secretary?
You'll proceed to Herculon and make a deal with Juliandra to use her planet as a base for operations against Regalio.
How much can she be told?
Whatever is needed to get her agreement.
The Silver Moon's being readied. We can blast off today.
Very good, Rocky.
Bow to Regalio, bow to Regalio.
Regalio on. Come in with report.
Preparing to blast off an Earth spaceship. Confirm orders.
Proceed to space station AW3. Take possession, then report for further orders. Regalio off.
Sound the emergency alarm.
We're still unable to get any answers from the man you captured, Rocky.
He seems to be a Regalian who was apparently parachuted from the flying saucer.
Well, that puts us on the right course. Any report on the spaceship that was stolen, Mr. Secretary?
Unfortunately, no. Here are your credentials and the agreement we'd like Juliandra to sign. Goodbye and good luck.
Goodbye, sir.
I'll be eager to have your reports, Professor.
I hope we'll be making celestial history.
That's our signal, Professor. Secure blast-off belts. Lena, what's our position?
Celestial longitude, 32 degrees, 14 minutes, 6 seconds. Celestial latitude, 115 degrees, 27 minutes, 12 seconds.
Thanks, Fina. I think we can reach Herculon now. This is Rocky Jones in the spaceship Silver Moon calling Juliandra, the suzerain of Herculon. Come in, please.
Welcome, Rocky. I've been expecting to hear from you.
With your permission, Juliandra, the Silver Moon will arrive on Herculon at 1700.
Of course. We'll all be happy to see you again. I'll have the platform cleared for you. Safe landing, Rocky.
Thank you, Juliandra. Out.
Rykon, have the landing platform cleared. Rocky Jones is arriving.
It will be done, Juliandra.
Herculon? Well, well. My loving sister comes to visit me. You sent for me, Noviandra. When do I take my rightful place as suzerain? You're kept in this sealed-off room because if you had any power on Herculon, you'd lead us to destruction, as our father Barbaro almost did before us. And how do you govern our people, my sister? Justly, I hope. And we are at peace with the United Worlds. If that is true, I'll give a toast to your reign and to the prosperity of Herculon. Will you drink to that? Saber, my jailer, will you join us? To Herculon.
I have prepared the welcome for Rocky Jones, my suzerain. The landing platform is cleared for his spaceship.
When Rocky Jones reaches Herculon, you will bring him to me. Under arrest.
But Juliandra, the Earth people are our friends.
You have my orders. Carry them out.
Controls are set for free fall, Rocky. Herculon landing base will guide us in.
Good, Biff. Secure blast-off belts for landing.
Do you have anything else to say?
Very little, Juliandra, except that this is a strange way to welcome friends.
You assume too much, Rocky Jones. No one from the United Worlds was ever our friend.
What have we done to offend you?
You landed on our planet, isn't that enough?
With your permission.
Well, I now rescind it. Right on. Lock them up.
Guards, take them away.
Biffus! You're from Herculon. Why do you wear those clothes?
Well, with your permission, my suzerain, since I became an exchange visitor to Earth.
Return to your own clothes and your original duties.
Yes, my suzerain.
Space Station AW3, come in. Space Station AW3.
Space Station AW3. Clark here. Go ahead.
Secretary Drake's spaceship coming in for a landing. Are you clear?
Landing berth clear.
Arrive 1800. Out. Val to Regalio. Come in, Regalio. Val to Regalio. Come in.
Regalio on. Go ahead, Val.
I've taken over space station AW3.
Excellent. Hold station and await orders from the Nizam. Regalio out.
Who's there?
It's Biffin Cardoza.
Biffin, it's Juliandra.
Well, where are you, Juliandra? Are you in trouble?
I'm locked in here. You'll find a secret release on the wall ornament to your left.
I didn't know I was in the corridor that's forbidden to anyone, my suzerain.
Before this one time, I'm happy to forgive you, Biffin. Follow me. You're going back to your room, Noviandra, before you destroy everything I've tried to build up. No. Not when our people learn the truth. I am also the daughter of Barbaro. Take her back. No. Help me, Biffin. You still haven't won, my darling sister. You must hurry, Ziba. I can handle her, Biffin. You've just learned a great secret, Biffin. You must swear to keep it.
I swear, my suzerain.
My sister is like her father. She would lead Herculon to destruction. My duty to our people forces me to keep her where she can do no harm.
I understand.
I trust you, Biffin.
And, may I wear these again?
Of course. What did you do with Rocky Jones?
Well, she had him put in prison along with Bina, Bobby, and Professor Mayberry.
Well, go to Rykon, tell him I ordered the Earth people released, and have Rocky sent to me.
Juliandra, I don't understand you. First you welcome us, then you lock us up, then you release us.
I apologize, Rocky.
Well, I'm still a bit dazed.
You told me of your plans concerning Regalio. I know of the Nizam, who is the ruler. I've signed the agreement just as Secretary Drake wrote it. Herculon is at your service in the struggle against Regalio and the evil forces of the Nizam. Juliandra on Herculon, come in.
Clark on Space Station AW3. Calling Rocky Jones.
Yes, Clark.
Instructions from Secretary Drake. He's arriving on Space Station AW3. You ought to meet him here.
Thank you, Clark. I have it. Out. Well, I'm sorry to have to blast off so soon, Juliandra.
I gave orders to have your spaceship ready, Rocky. It's set for blast-off.
Sometimes, Juliandra, you're very nice.
And sometimes I'm very bad, you mean? Well, Rocky, I'm a woman. And remember, women are unpredictable.
Yes.
We've always gone with you, Rocky. Can't we make the flight?
You might need us, Rocky.
We'll be gone just long enough to confer with Secretary Drake. Say, Biff, can't you show Vina and Bobby some of the places they haven't seen?
Well, sure, Rocky. We'll get the keys to Herculon.
That's right, Biffin. Return quickly, Rocky.
We have a deadline, Juliandra. Less than 30 days. With an entire solar system at stake. Goodbye.
This World, Chapter 2. When we last saw Rocky Jones, he obtained an agreement from suzerain Juliandra permitting the United Worlds to use the moon Herculon as a base against Regalio, an enemy planet in the adjoining sun system. Unknown to Rocky, men from Regalio had captured one of the space stations belonging to the United Worlds. After receiving a decoy message, Rocky blasts off for the captured space station, believing his mission is to meet Secretary Drake.
We'll soon be able to pick up the space station on visiograph.
I've picked up something on Radarvex, Professor Mayberry.
It's indicated at a very great distance. Could be a ship.
There are two I'd like to meet. The flying saucer that parachuted those aliens to Earth, and the spaceship they pirated.
I'll watch over visiograph to pick up the ship, if that's what it is.
Fine.
Ram flight, come in. Ram, come in.
Rem flight in contact. Rem speaking.
Val calling from Space Station AW3, now in our possession. Rocky Jones approaching this station. You're instructed to intercept his spaceship and destroy.
Message clear. We'll proceed at once. Out.
There's our flying saucer.
Coming directly for us.
Better secure. I think we've got a fight on our hands.
We can't match the speed of that saucer. What are we going to do?
Outmaneuver it. Stand by missiles to return fire. Well, that was close.
The saucer is so fast we didn't get a chance to return fire.
I know. I think I've got a way to turn their speed to our advantage.
Rocky, are we going to run for it?
I want the saucer to think so. Professor, that flying saucer will really have to turn on the speed to get out of the attack run and catch up with us.
And when they do?
Hit the braking rockets and slow down the Silver Moon.
And they won't be able to stop in time.
And when they pass us, we'll give them everything the Silver Moon has. Here they come. Stand by, I'll fire the braking rockets. Fire missiles! Well, now we can get back on our schedule, Professor.
I wish we knew what the schedule of that Regalian saucer was.
Oh? You believe it was Regalian?
Yes, from what we've been able to learn about that planet, they use the saucer-type spacecraft and power them by magnetic field. As far as we know, they have no knowledge of atomic energy.
That magnetic energy they have seems to do the job.
A bit too well.
I'll see if I can contact Clark. Space Station AW3, this is the Silver Moon calling. Come in, Clark. Calling Space Station AW3. Come in, Clark. Spaceship Silver Moon to Space Station AW3. Come in.
Space Station AW3 to Spaceship Silver Moon.
Hello, Clark. This is Rocky.
Been expecting you, Rocky.
Is the landing berth clear?
All clear.
Is Secretary Drake there?
Not yet.
All right. Thanks, Clark. Out. Professor, Clark sound odd to you?
I'm not too familiar with his voice, Rocky.
Now switch it off.
What is it, Rocky?
That spaceship in the other berth.
Clark said Secretary Drake hadn't arrived.
That's the YN-2, the spaceship that was stolen.
Are you sure, Rocky?
Yes, I recognize the markings. This may explain what's wrong with Clark.
Rocky.
Oh, excuse me, Professor. I was thinking of a plan. It stands to reason the space station is in the hands of the Regalians, who pirated that spaceship.
That's quite probable.
Now, our objective is to get to the planet Regalio. This may be a chance to be taken there.
Your logic is a bit vague, Rocky.
You seem to forget, Professor, that in less than 30 days, Regalio will direct against Earth a magnetic force powerful enough to pull our planet out of its orbit and into oblivion. We have to defeat that to survive. Now, how can we do it?
We've got to find out how the magnetic force operates.
And the only place to do that is on the planet Regalio. Now, if I allow them to capture me, the logical thing for them to do is to take me to their planet.
I think it'll work. We'll go in and let ourselves be taken.
No, I want to leave you out of it, Professor.
You can't get rid of me that easily, Rocky.
We may never get off Regalio.
You thought of a way to get us on. I'm sure you'll find a way to get us off.
Well, we can wish ourselves good luck, Professor.
Remember, make no warning sign.
Hello, Clark. Nice to see you again. You remember Professor Mayberry? Clark, something wrong?
Now, get his weapon. Stay away from him. He'll come out of it.
Are you from Regalio?
We didn't expect you to know that, Earthman.
We also know that you're going to try to draw Earth out of its orbit.
Yes. It pleases the great Nizam of Regalio to watch your planet vanish into space.
Your Nizam must be a man.
You'll soon have a chance to judge that for yourself. You're going to be taken to Regalio.
Rocky, there was no way to warn you.
It's all right, Clark.
We permitted him to live because we have use for him.
Our Nizam wants the people on Earth to be told that their planet will be destroyed.
It will please him to know that the Earth people are aware of the coming disaster and are helpless to do anything about it.
He will return to planet Earth and tell them what's going to happen. I'm staying here in the space station.
It will be destroyed as we leave because we have no use for it now.
Clark, there are 2 spaceships here. Take one and return to Earth.
We'll use the one this Earthman brought. Go to the other one. Now, give us time to reach the spaceship. Set the bomb to destroy the stabilizer. Go on. Move out.
Have you heard from the professor and Rocky?
No, I tried to contact the space station, but the signal wasn't picked up.
Do you think anything could have happened to Rocky?
Oh, I'm sure they're just busy with their meeting.
Greetings, Secretary Drake. Greetings, Rykon.
Secretary Drake, he'll have word from Rocky.
Greetings, Secretary Drake.
Greetings, Juliandra.
We've been anxious to hear from you and Rocky Jones.
I've just received bad news. Rocky Jones and Professor Mayberry have been captured by the Regalians.
There may be some mistake, Mr. Secretary.
There isn't, Vina. Space Ranger Clark was on the space station where it happened.
Have you decided how you'll try to release Rocky?
It's a difficult decision to arrive at, Juliandra. But there's something which is even more important. The planet Earth is in grave danger.
Yes, I know. Rocky's explained.
Rocky and Professor Mayberry are vital in our attempts to meet that danger. But if they're lost, we must use other means.
I have a suggestion.
It'll be very welcome, Juliandra.
My father, Barbaros, had dealings with Regalio. And for some time now, I've had overtures from the Nizam. I think I can make a deal with him.
If that's possible, his terms will be drastic.
Will you leave the matter in my hands, Secretary Drake?
Is there any way we can help?
Oh, later, perhaps. I'm as anxious as you are to have Rocky free. And I want to see the planet Earth out of its danger also.
You'll be sure to call on me at any time.
That's agreed.
Our thanks, Juliandra.
Biffen,
Yes, my suzerain.
we'll go to Regalio. You'll be my pilot. See that the ship is prepared. Frykon,
You trust the Nizam?
you know he's made romantic overtures asking for my hand.
I'm thinking only of your safety, Juliandra.
We must think now of safety for the planet Earth. Bring me the Barbaro locket. I hoped I'd never have to use it.
Can we make the flight with you, Juliandra?
We'll be there to protect you while we save Rocky. I don't think Rocky would agree. But I do.
What is it you're putting in the locket, Juliandra?
It's the pollen from a Pampas blossom. It has an effect that no one can resist.
If we could only be sure where Rocky is.
We'll find him, Vina. He was taken to the planet Regalio.
We've got to get him safely away.
We will. Unless the Nizam decides to hold us also.
The Earthmen have spirit.
You went to a lot of trouble just to find that out.
You've come here for a different purpose.
Oh? They went to a lot of effort to capture us.
Even the greatest efforts of men are but a ripple in time and space.
No, you're wrong. Space is too infinite for us, and time hems us in. Neither you nor we can add the tiniest atom to either, or take away.
You speak of the atom. We've unlocked many secrets, but we failed with the atom. But you shall teach us and add to the glories of Regalio.
Suppose we refuse.
Then you will be returned to Earth. The truth is that when the twin moons are next at their lowest point, your Earth will fall into the oblivion of endless space.
We may be willing to make a trade. My Nizam, can you let the Earthmen speak of trading with you?
What trade do you suggest?
You've discovered how to control the magnetic field.
You know that. You Earthmen know that.
Much more than that. But we wish to confirm our findings with the way you control this energy. For this, we are willing to exchange our knowledge of the many peaceful uses of the atom.
You've shown your spirit. Now you want a bargain, so I see you have talent. Let's hope you don't also prove clever in trying to outwit me, or I shall be forced to order you executed. Is that clear to you?
We stay in line, or else.
Very well. Tort,
My Nizam.
we'll escort them to the magnetorium. Dismiss the others. We've saved this for the last, Earthmen.
beyond our conception, Nizam.
The two cylinders, positive and negative poles, are sunk right into the center of our planet, where we find our source of energy. The two poles send their charges to infinite distances. Wherever there's equipment to capture these charges, an unlimited energy is made usable.
I see. Since your spaceships fly by magnetic field, they must be equipped with adapters to receive this energy and turn it into power.
We create light, heat, and cold by the same method, and power for our factories and transportation.
And by aiming the energy through your twin moons, you drew the planetoid Hermes off its orbit.
You knew that, did you? That was preliminary to the destruction of your planet Earth.
And to do this, you use only that single robot.
That was a problem which defied us for generations. The leakage of energy cannot be controlled, and it's sufficient to destroy mortals quickly. So the vast source of energy had to be locked up until we could create a man who was indestructible, a robot. What is it, Zed?
A spacecraft approaching Regalio is asking permission to land.
Did it identify?
Yes, it is the suzerain Juliandra from Herculon.
Juliandra? Of course she's welcome. Now, the landing. Take the Earthmen below to their quarters.
Are the controls neutralized, Biffin?
Yes, Juliandra.
Vina, Bobby, you may come forward. We are being brought into Regalio. Vina, you and Bobby will remain here and keep the hatches secure. Don't open them except at my order.
Yes, Juliandra.
Can't we go with you and rescue Rocky and the Professor? It's a delicate task, Bobby, but if I need you, I'll call on you. Biffin, when night comes, you'll leave the ship and search for Rocky and the Professor. If possible, release them and bring them here. If the rescue is made, get word to me at the Nizam's palace. Now, secure blast-off belts for landing.
It is our pleasure to escort you, suzerain Juliandra of Herculon.
My charming Juliandra, I still don't know how you regard my proposal of marriage.
I might decide to do as you ask on certain conditions.
Everybody bargains with me, but this bargaining I like. What are the conditions, Juliandra?
Release Rocky Jones and Professor Mayberry, and don't make your planned attack on planet Earth.
You have a personal interest in this Rocky Jones?
Let's call it a friendly interest.
And if I agree to your conditions, Juliandra?
When you agree, Nizam, you may have my answer.
Fill the goblets, Juliandra, while I instruct my counselors. I'm suspicious of Juliandra's visit. She's here only to free the Earthmen.
They're locked safely in the caves.
Did you put a guard on her spaceship?
There was no orders, my Nizam.
Learn to use your own judgment. Put on a guard at once, and a double guard on the Earthmen. I have given orders. Let's drink to our agreement. It's customary for lovers to exchange goblets.
As you say, my Nizam. arrange the goblets, my Nizam.
Here, we have an outside chance. Here they come.
I'm getting a little rusty for this sort of thing.
Can we neutralize this, Professor?
It's too dangerous, Rocky. It'll take specialized handling.
Biff, you and the Professor go to the spaceship. I'll find Juliandra.
They found you.
Yes, he's on his way to the spaceship. We'd better hurry. Juliandra!
Nizam! Good girl, Rena. Secure blast off belts.
Juliandra, you're quite a girl.
Thank you, Rocky. I consider that a compliment.
Out of This World, Chapter 3. When we last saw Rocky, he and Professor Mayberry made their escape from a prison cave on the planet Regalio with the help of Biff. Juliandra had come to Regalio to bargain with the Nizam, who planned to draw Earth off its orbit and destroy the planet by means of a powerful magnetic force. When the Nizam tried to trick her, Juliandra outwitted him and was joined by Rocky. They are able to get to Juliandra's spaceship, eluding the pursuit of the Nizam's guards. The spaceship blasts off from the enemy planet Regalio and is approaching Herculon for a landing.
I'll have to continue working, Rocky, if we're to find an answer to this menace from Regalio.
You may use our laboratories, Professor.
The control base just reported that Secretary Drake's on his way to Herculon.
Good. Then we'll be able to consult with him.
Twin sister still refuse to visit me?
Juliandra has just now returned to Herculon. I'll tell her you want to see her.
Perhaps I'll tell her myself.
Well, Bobby, what's this, all alone?
Yeah. Finn and Biff took off with the wishing well. Biff always goes there after every flight. I think he keeps wishing for a spaceship of his own.
Well, don't you have anything to wish for, Bobby?
Oh, sure. But my wishes never come true. I've given up.
Bobby, this magic ring will unlock many secrets for you.
What does it do?
Will you wear it and find out?
Thanks, Juliandra. I have to show this to Vina and Biff.
Strike on. Professor Mayburn will use in our laboratories. You'll instruct our technicians to cooperate in every way possible.
Yes, my suzerain.
If you'll excuse me, Rocky, Professor, I must speak to Theba.
If you don't mind, Juliandra, we'll wait here until Secretary Drake arrives.
Of course. Theba, don't you have a pleasant greeting for your sister? Where is Theba? You haven't told me when I am to be freed from my prison Rome. I've told you this can never be. You want to keep me from my rightful place as suzerain. You're not fit to rule others. That's why you were placed here. Now, where's Theba? I'll show you, dear Juliandra.
See you again.
Mr. Secretary?
You know, you two gave me quite a scare.
For a while, we weren't too happy ourselves.
The Nizam of Regalio talked friendly enough, but he didn't act that way.
How did you manage to escape?
Juliandra helped. She put the Nizam nicely to sleep. And when the guards brought Biff to our cell, we got lucky and put them out of action.
Of course, Rocky's good right fist had a lot more to do with it than luck.
Thank you, Professor.
We learned during our short stay on Regalio that planet Earth, and perhaps the entire solar system, is in grave danger.
Were you able to verify the existence of magnetic power?
Yes, they have it, and good.
Is there any way to counteract, to neutralize this power?
None that we have knowledge of.
What can we do? We have 2 weeks to act. Is that true?
That's true. I started to explore the problem, but I must work at it every moment.
I'll send for our best scientists to assist you.
I'll need help. Time is the vital factor.
The Herculon laboratories have been made available, Mr. Secretary. While Professor Mayberry works there, he can give you all the details.
That's excellent. We can decide which scientist will be most likely to give us the necessary help.
Herculon calling the Nizam of Regalio. Come in, Regalio. The suzerain of Herculon is calling.
Greetings, Juliandra. You played me an unworthy trick.
Are you sure you were not trying a trick of your own, my Nizam?
I suppose I was. You won? Are you calling to gloat over your triumph?
No. I wish to make amends.
You can scarcely expect me to believe that, even from one so beautiful.
Suppose I prove myself.
That I should like to hear.
I have reason to hate the Earth people just as much as my father did before me.
There was a man, your father, Barbaro.
You were willing to make an alliance with him. Why not with his daughter?
A question well put. But I have no proof that you'll do it honestly.
I'll bring proof.
You're visiting Regalio again?
Yes. And I'll return to you the Earthman, Rocky Jones.
And his companion, the scientist. We want him too.
The scientist too.
Then, Juliandra, return those two and I promise you a warm welcome in Regalio.
You may expect me, my Nizam. Until then, my greeting. Rykon, this is your suzerain. Report to me at once. Hear these orders carefully.
Yes, Juliandra.
Take a message to Rocky Jones that I wish to see him.
He will be here at once, Juliandra.
No. Take him instead to the cargo section of my spaceship. He is to be locked up there.
Rocky Jones, our friend? I don't understand, Juliandra.
You do not have to understand. Follow my orders.
Yes, suzerain.
Remain here. Next, you will call Professor Mayberry and lock him up with Rocky Jones. Then find Biffen Cardoza and send him to me. Now you may go.
Rykon ordered me to see you, Juliandra.
I want you to pilot my spaceship for me, Biffen.
Oh, wonderful. Where to this time?
To Regalio.
Again? Or do you think that's safe, my suzerain?
The Nizam will welcome me, and this time you too will be safe.
I don't get it, but...
But what your suzerain says is always right.
Right. Is Rocky going with us?
Rocky Jones is busy elsewhere.
That's too bad. I'll miss him.
No, I'm sure you will. Prepare the ship. We leave at once.
Suzerain.
Yes, Biffen?
Suzerain, you gave your ring to Bobby. He showed it to me.
Yes?
But you're wearing it.
Well?
You're not Juliandra, you're Noviandra.
You can never be absolutely sure, can you, Biffen?
Where can the ship be going?
We're apparently being taken for a space ride.
You warned Secretary Drake not to trust the people of Herculon.
Yes, it's hard to believe.
Except that here we are, locked in the cargo section of a spaceship. Going where?
We'll find out, Professor, when we get there.
Meantime, any hope of saving planet Earth from the magnetic force of Regalia is going fast.
Well, we have one thing left. Hope. Let's not lose that or we've lost everything.
You're right, Rocky. We'll cling to that.
Did you find Rocky?
Rocky and Professor Mayberry just seem to have vanished.
Can't Rykon find out something about him?
He's had the whole area searched a dozen times, and there's no sign of him.
Why hasn't Juliandra contacted you?
I can't account for it, Vina.
Maybe something's happened to her.
So many things can't be explained. We'll have to go on searching.
I'm going to see if this magic ring is any good. The way Juliandra said.
I'll talk with Rykon and see if he's learned anything new.
You found us, didn't you, Bobby? And just in time.
It was your magic ring, Juliandra.
I saw you enter the spaceship and blast off, and the ship hasn't returned.
The one you saw was my sister, my twin.
And she left you here, perhaps to die?
She knew no one would dare come to this part of the palace. It's forbidden to everyone except Theba.
Why would she do anything like that, Juliandra?
That's too long a story to tell now. Noviandra is like our father, cruel and despotic. She wants to rule Herculon. I couldn't let this happen. That's why she was kept here.
She said she was flying to Regalio.
She took Biff to pilot the spaceship.
Evil will come of it. Everything she does brings evil.
It already has. Rocky and Professor Mayberry haven't been seen since she left Herculon.
I know Noviandra. It's possible they were on the spaceship with her.
Then they've been taken back to Regalio.
How can we help him, Mr. Secretary?
How, Bobby? How can we do it?
I don't feel like making jokes, Professor, but this is where we came in.
I still can't make myself believe Juliandra's treachery.
Nevertheless, here we are.
And every hour, the destruction of Earth comes closer.
Well, we still have time for a miracle. Even a small miracle.
Doubt if we'll find it here.
We'll have to think of a way out and search for the miracle.
We couldn't blast open that door, Rocky. It's controlled by their magnetic force.
Yes, and I guess that's pretty potent. But we'll have to find a way out. I wonder what treachery Juliandra's up to right now.
You continue to astound me, Juliandra.
What is troubling you now, my Nizam?
Why should you take interest in such things as this? What can our magnetorium mean to you?
I am intrigued by a robot. Why must you keep it locked up in there?
If it were allowed to roam loose, it has the power to destroy us all.
You created the thing. Didn't you think of a way to destroy it?
Well, we control it by keeping it locked up in there.
But even a robot reaches the time when it wants its freedom.
Not while it has all that power to work with.
Without all that power it operates for you, you would be nothing, would you, my Nizam?
But I do have it, and it makes me all-powerful. little ceremony again. The one that ended our last unhappy meeting. First, the ceremony. Only this time I'll watch, Juliandra.
Do we need to spend time on ceremony?
At least tell me what it was.
You know. Why do you have to ask me?
You don't know, do you? You're not Juliandra. What sort of fraud is this? Who are you?
I am suzerain of Herculon.
You're not Juliandra. Why did you come to Regalio?
You fool! I brought you the Earthmen, didn't I?
To destroy our magnatorium. That's what Juliandra wanted, only this time I'll win. Tor! Lock her up.
You're making a mistake, my nice Am. A few moments alone, and you can hear me out.
You're a fraud. Lock her up, Tor. Take him, too. Lock the boat.
Don't let the robot out. It'll destroy us.
No, I'm going to destroy Rogelio's power. I'll use this again.
A miracle, Professor. The magnetic force must have been cut off. Biff, the door's open. The robot's gone, Rocky.
Biff, it's Rocky. Rocky? Can you tell us what happened?
She turned the robot loose.
Can you make it, Biff? We've got a lot of work to do in there.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll be all right.
We can wreck all this equipment.
It'll take more than just destroying these controls to put the magnetic energy out of existence.
We'll blow up the whole area.
With what, Rocky?
Well, the caves we passed look like a storage place for supplies. I might find something there.
I want to study this equipment, Rocky, till you get back.
Fine. Look after Biff.
She was trying to reach her spaceship, but we were guarding it. Where was Tor?
There was no sign of him.
What happened to him? Destroy it! Destroy it!
We're running out of time. Prepare the fuses.
Right.
Professor, Biff, get out of here. But Rocky, go on, get out.
We'd better find Juliandra and take her with us.
She's dead, Rocky, and she isn't Juliandra.
What? We'd better get out of here. Secure blast off belts.
Rocky, we should be in a position to bring in Herculon on Visiograph.
We'll try. Rocky Jones in flight to planet Herculon. Come in, Herculon.
Rocky, I never heard a more welcome signal.
I kept saying you'd do it, Rocky.
Good boy, Bobby.
You see, Juliandra's safe, Rocky.
You'll hear the whole truth when you arrive, Rocky. Biffin, is Noviandra no longer alive?
No, my suzerain. She tried to destroy all of us and destroyed herself.
Rocky, Professor, have you learned what we can do against the magnetic force?
It's already been done, Mr. Secretary.
Source of the power has been wiped out. Earth is out of danger.
I'll transmit the wonderful news at once.
And hurry, Rocky. I miss you and Biff.
Okay, Bobby. I'll see you soon.
We'll contact you when we reach Herculon's atmosphere. Out. Well, this is one time I'll be glad to get back to Earth.
You can repeat that for me, Rocky.
Be with us next week, same time, same station, when we again take you into outer space for further adventures with Rocky Jones, Space Ranger.